Breaking news, the end of Keir Starmer is coming very soon. Because what he just did, not even his party is going to forgive him for. There were already rumours around Westminster that he was going to get replaced after his disastrous tenure. But this might finally be the last nail in the coffin. Keir Starmer posted a message welcoming back into the UK a huge Islamic extremist going by the name of Alaa Abd El-Fattah that not even the most socialist people in Parliament are going to be able to defend. The message contained no caveats, no context, just praise. Within hours, Shadow Secretary Robert Jenrick responded by pointing out what the tweet left out. He highlighted a long record of past online statements in which Alaa Abd El-Fattah called for London and Downing Street to be set on fire during riots, referred to British people as dogs and monkeys, and claimed that police are not human, have no rights, and should be eliminated. The statements also included advocacy for random shootings of white males, explicit expressions of hatred toward white people, and self-identification as a racist. In addition, he allegedly described the slaying of colonialists, particularly Zionists, as heroic, said more of them should be eliminated, claimed he rejoiced when Zionists were slayed, and denied that the Holocaust against Jews occurred. As of the making of this video, Starmer has still not answered for this. But the implications are monstrous. Robert Jenrick didn't hold back. He pointed out how crazy this all is. You've got David Lammy and a bunch of other Labour ministers basically rolling out the red carpet for this guy. Meanwhile, people saying far less than him, anti-Islam activists, even Dutch politician Geert Wilders, get denied entry into the UK regularly. And get this, the bloke already had Egyptian citizenship, yet the government hands him a British passport like it's candy, then goes all out flying diplomats around, spending taxpayers' cash to get him out of prison and back here, just so he can keep spewing his hate about our country, our people and Jewish communities. Jenrick nailed it. If he'd been a right-winger, they wouldn't have lifted a finger. And do you really think they didn't know what this guy had said online? Come on. And the media, both BBC and Sky, ran it like some sweet little family reunion story, didn't mention the nightmare behind it. That's the state of our news these days, glossing over the real mess so no one gets uncomfortable. Meanwhile, our government locks folks up for silly tweets or memes, but here they are handing out passports and running interference for someone who's literally said stuff like this. The double standards are insane, and it's leaving the Labour Party looking like a complete circus. And the fallout from this is absolutely wild inside Westminster. MPs from all sides are losing their minds over this move by Starmer. We're not just talking the usual backbench murmurs. Moderate Labour MPs are privately fuming, whispering in corridors that this could be the straw that finally breaks the camel's back. Some are even talking about leadership challenges, quietly plotting how to replace him before this blows up even bigger. Across the aisle, Conservative MPs are equally outraged, not just at the man being welcomed back, but at the sheer audacity of Starmer making such a public endorsement without context. Whispers of party splits, infighting and resignations are floating through the halls of Parliament. And let me tell you, the staffers are panicking, just trying to keep the talking points straight. People in Westminster are saying this isn't just a political misstep, it's a full-blown scandal that could shake the foundations of Starmer's leadership. And if MPs start jumping ship or openly criticising him, we're talking a scene that will make the Corbyn years look like a tea party. And it's not just chaos at home. This move is making the UK look like a total mess to the rest of the world. Allies are shaking their heads in disbelief. You think Brussels, Washington or Canberra aren't talking about this behind closed doors? They are. Diplomats are whispering, asking how a country can be fast-tracking someone with a record of extremist rhetoric while simultaneously lecturing the world on human rights and rule of law. Adversaries aren't missing this either. Countries that want to poke at Britain's credibility are licking their chops, thinking, wow, look at the UK. It hands out passports to extremists and calls it a victory. This isn't just embarrassment, it's a strategic blunder, a diplomatic headache, and it's making our government look weak, naive and completely out of touch. Meanwhile, inside Whitehall, civil servants are scrambling to explain themselves, but no amount of spin can make this look normal. The UK's reputation just took a massive hit, and Starmer's tweet is the reason why. Now let's talk legal mess. How the heck did this guy even get a British passport in the first place? Turns out there are loopholes in UK citizenship law that basically handed him one on a silver platter. His link to the UK? Tiny Mum studied here decades ago, but that was technically enough for officials to rubber stamp it, despite his history of extremist statements. Experts are already saying this exposes serious flaws in the system. If someone with a public record like this can waltz through, what's stopping others from exploiting the same loopholes? Parliament's under pressure, with calls growing louder for immediate reform. Lawyers, MPs and watchdogs are demanding a full review of how citizenship applications are vetted, especially for people flagged internationally for extremism or hate speech. Basically, the UK just found a huge gap in its own laws, and the government's scramble now is proof we're lucky this hasn't caused even bigger problems yet. If reforms don't happen fast, this could happen again, and it would be just as explosive next time. The fallout from Starmer's tweet isn't just political. It's personal for a lot of people. British Jewish groups and anti-extremism charities have gone public, saying they're shocked and concerned about what this means for the safety of communities across the country. Civil liberties organisations are also weighing in, warning that bringing someone with this kind of public record into the UK sets a dangerous precedent and could embolden extremists. And online, the reaction has been wild. Social media exploded within hours. Twitter threads dissecting his past statements went viral. Petitions demanding the government revoke his citizenship shot up into the hundreds of thousands of signatures, and people started organising local protests outside government offices. Ordinary Brits are furious, and they're not holding back. Memes, hot takes and viral videos are spreading the outrage far beyond Westminster, making it clear this isn't just a story for the news, it's dominating public attention, and the anger is only growing. Inside Labour HQ, it's absolute confusion. Leaked emails show staffers scrambling to figure out what to say. Some are arguing the tweet was just about family reunification. Others are desperately trying to provide context that doesn't exist. Party spokespeople have been forced to issue statements that read like they're writing in circles, trying to justify what really can't be justified. Sources say some senior advisors are furious, worried this could spiral into a full-blown crisis, while junior staffers are left panicking about every interview and social media post. The lack of a coherent narrative has left the party looking disorganised, flustered, and completely unprepared for the backlash. This story is still developing, and one thing is clear: the repercussions for Starmer and his party could be massive. Public outrage is mounting, legal experts are asking questions, and political rivals are sharpening their knives. Whether this leads to policy changes, resignations, or a total shake-up in Westminster, the UK is watching and the world is noticing. We'll keep tracking every twist in this scandal as it unfolds.